are some of you, God show you this place, you will refuse. You say, Lord, I can no longer go on. Even Jesus saw it. He saw the cross where he was to be made the Prince of Peace, and he told the Father, let this cup be taken away from me. Put the other. The result, it doesn't look like where it's coming from. When God makes men, they don't look like their past. They don't look like where they are coming from. Their house may be dirty, their house may be scattered. Oh, Barakata. Adullam was not a king's palace. It was not a beautiful place, but a king came out of Adullam. And do you know why David was extraordinary? Because he was not just a king. God permitted David to be a prophet. In the New Testament, God mentioned him as a prophet. And he had the kingly anointing, the prophetic anointing, and the priestly anointing, because he ate sacrifice that was meant for just the priest, and God allowed him. The question is, why will God so much endow David? Because he took him to that house where rejected men are. It is called the secret place. It is called the place where you and God meet. Men see the good looking you today, but if you tell them your story, how you got to where you are now, no one would desire to follow you. Everyone desires the anointing, everyone desires the clay, but how many can go through the potter's house? So Jeremiah, let me show you where and how it takes to make men. Listen, it is that place where you and God meet only. Just you and God. There is no customer here. No customer will see this place and buy that product. Some of the good restaurants you eat there, if they take you to the kitchen, if Jacob tells you, it took my rib for God to use me, you will not want God to use you. Because in that house you will find broken ribs, broken waists, limping men. You will see people's half-hand there. And when you ask, I say, that's Jeremiah's hand. Do you want to be made? That's Catherine Kuma's marriage. Do you want to be made? It cost her marriage. She could. Jeremiah, you are weeping. You are a prophet in your time when men have gone into captivity. If I must use you, let me show you where I make men, so that you understand the beauty you see on the altar was coming from a dungeon, a cave. Listen to me. I'm trusting God. I told you in the first service, I was telling you that our desire is not just to bring you, to lead you to church, but to lead you to heaven. I'm not excited about your coming to church. I'm excited about your going to heaven. That's why in this season I trust God for a total transformation in your life. Total transformation. The potter's house is the place where your real self is seen, where there is no bone straight. When we come for 7 hours at times, I put on my wristwatch. When the prayer change gear, I pull them off, pull even my ring. There is a place. Oh, no doubt sisters come sometimes with 2 shoes, because there is a moment where your heels will not take you. You can't enter that place with heels. It will pull you back, so you must leave it. So the potter's house is that place where your real self is seen. This fine brother, can he be crying with cat on the nose? Yes, as masculine as you are, sir, are you that weak that you can cry? It's the effect of the potter's house. Because when he's making you, he's not gentle. Because Satan will not pamper your ministry. He will not smile with your anointing. He will bring Delilah. He will bring Jezebel. He will bring Herod. He will bring Herodia to come not only after your ministry, but after your head. So if God hates your ministry, your anointing will not kill a fly. Proofs. Give me evidence. Let it show. The hair you brought to tie your good hair is on now on your waist. Lord, give me somewhere or I die. That clay pot you saw, as beautiful as it is, the real thing is one nasty mud. Sir, if you look at the man talking before you that God has changed, you may not want to believe in him. I'm not a Superman. Some people say, oh, I've known him for years, his fire has always been there. It's a lie. There were times where I could not pray. There were times where I could not fast. There were times where I fell down and I was weeping with tears and kata. I was telling God, it's either you help me or Satan kills me. Every champion is an ex-failure. The potter's house is your season of making, when everything about you is still, when it's still raw. Everything about you is raw. In that potter's house, you saw every material there was brown, raw. There is a season where your life is raw. Nobody even wants to invite you. You are a good singer. Nobody. Is the raw state. Yeah, you feel like you are doing well, but the well is still seeing you raw, because it's God's season for you. Everybody likes the pot, but nobody likes the clay. Because if you dare use the clay without it being molded, it will stain you. It will dirty you. Are you understanding? At this point, the house itself doesn't look good.